Welcome everyone. Welcome love streamers and especially people who are here for the first time. We are glad that you are here and we send you love that you absolutely deserve. And we are back in person, and so that brings about a new normal. And we are asking that you ask people if they'd like to be hugged so that everyone feels safe and feels comfortable, because that's what's important right now. So now if someone says no, they don't want to be hugged, we have some fun and interesting alternatives to hugging. And if you look over at the slides, you'll notice that there's some different ways, different graphics of how we can do that. And so one is namaste, simply put your hands together and bow. And then the other is the interesting one, foot tapping. Don't ask me, it's just a suggestion. And then the others are the good old-fashioned wave. And then let's see if there's one more. Oh, the elbow bump. That's the other one. And then I'm going to add to this with having your hand on your heart. You can have your hand on your heart and you can bow as in namaste. You can put your hand on your heart and you can extend your hand to the other person. And people really do receive that. All right. And so now let me share with you our TLC, which is our mission statement. And this is teach the principles, live the love, and change the world. And yes, we each do that whether we are aware of it or not, and together collectively when we do it, it is really powerful. Now for a full spiritual experience, I invite you to silence your phones, get rid of any distractions so that you can move into affirmative prayer with me right now. So I invite you to close your eyes and to just simply focus on your breathing and to listen to these words and embrace them as if they are your own. There is only one source, and it is the giver of life. And so there is this life force that moves through everything, whether you are aware or not. It is present always. And I am knowing that this energy, this life force is within each individual. Those who are here co-creating this wonderful TLC inspirational gathering, and those who are not here yet. That we move through this world as an expression of this life force. And so everything that spirit is, each of us is. And therefore, we are creativity. We are inner peace. We are harmony. We are love. And we are love in action. So there's no other kind of love, really. A love that is in action. Because we are moving about the world. And spirit is knowing itself through each unique personality that each of us is. I am grateful for today's TLC Inspirational Gathering. I am grateful for those who are here present. I am grateful for those who are the love streamers. I am grateful for those who are not aware yet that this is a spiritual home for them. I am grateful for our musical director and for all the volunteers and for our technicians. For so many give of their talent for this to really come about. For this gift to occur for each of us. This inspirational gift. And so I am grateful for this, and I release this knowing that today, in this moment, we choose something greater. And we choose to show up fully and completely, knowing that each of us deserves this. I release this into the universal law, knowing the law is in motion, for it is always producing good. And it is so, and so it is. Amen. And now we have our spiritual leader, Reverend Marquita Pierre McAllister. Please welcome her.
Oh, y'all can clap better than that. Come on. Good evening, love streamers. Good evening, everyone. So glad we can finally come and be together. And for those of you who are not in Las Vegas or who chose to be on live streaming, we love you. So everybody, would you please stand, because it is time to create, have that creativity just move through our bodies and everywhere else. No matter what has happened to you today, I don't care where you've been today. No, everybody, stand, please. Thank you so much. Because I need you to move your bodies. I need you to know that you are more than your bodies. I need you to remember that you are way out here and your energetic vibe moves. And so we want to remember that no matter what has happened today, there's in this very present moment, God is everywhere. God is in you, as you, around you, through you, here and now. So we release and let go of any worries, any doubts, any fears, and we take on the vibration of who we truly, truly, truly are, feeling and sensing, and say yes. Say yes. Say yes. We embrace our wholeness tonight. We embrace our creativity tonight. We're going to go way beyond tonight, because it is truly who we are, and we're in the flow of it. We're in the center of it. We are it. Yes? Yes. And so right now, let's do it through some music by raising the praise. Let us raise the praise. Oh, yeah. Come on, Donnie Lee. Hey.
Come on and clap your hands like this. Now, I don't know what you were doing before you got here, or before you opened up your computer screen, but this is the time to clap your hands.
Hey.
Oh, this is a little song to help raise the praise. Oh, listen, say, I don't know what you've come to do.
I don't know what you come to do.
You and you and you and you.
You and you and you and you.
Say, I don't know what you come to do.
I don't know what you come to do.
You and you and you and you.
You and you and you and you.
Oh, I've come to clap my hands. I've come to stop my feet. I've come to raise the praise. Help me raise the praise. I've come to clap my hands. I've come to stop my feet. I've come to raise the praise. Help me raise the praise. Oh, I don't know what you've come to do.
I don't know what you
Tell your
come to
neighbor,
do.
say you and you and you and you.
You and you and you and you.
Oh, I don't know what you've come to do.
I don't know what you come to do.
You and you and you and you.
You and you and you and
Oh,
you.
I've come to clap my hands. I've come to stop my feet. I've come to raise the praise. Help me raise the praise. I've come to clap my hands. I've come to stop my feet. I've come to raise the praise. Help me 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 raise the praise. Oh, oh, oh. Listen, we're going to keep this party going and keep raising the praise and celebrating creation and who we are tonight. Is that okay? Come on and clap your hands just a little bit more. Help me sing if you know it. With focused minds and centered hearts, springs of divine, a brand new start. If you look inside the creative flow, you will find that it begins with I am, powerful beyond belief. I am abundant in God energy. I am love in action. Come and see my path begins within. I am. Come on, make some noise in this house if you believe it. Come on, we're going to sing that one more time together. With focused minds and centered hearts, springs of divine, a brand new start. Look inside. Oh, you will find that it you are, if you're in the sanctuary or if you're at home, you might not have a voice to sing, but you've got a body. And you might be able to tap your hands or move your feet, whatever you can do. Just come on and move with us tonight. Have fun. Oh, all right, we got to get together and sing this next part. Listen. Activate, 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 activate. All the altos say activate, 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 activate. Where are my sopranos? Singing this. Magnificence, magnificence, magnificence. All the fellas in the house say, I am, I am, I am, I am. I am, 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 I am. Praise the praise. Oh, let your voice be heard in here. Oh, I recognize that in this moment, in this place, we all are expressions of God, expressions of divinity. And it's in this statement that I find my power and my being. Say, I am
powerful beyond
belief.
I am abundant in God in me.
I am love in action. Mind and begin with I am. Thank you.
That's always so much fun. Thank you, Donnie.
Hi everyone, I'm Teresa, and now it's time for our announcements. We had a special program and some events this past month. Our Season for Peace and Nonviolence. This was 31 days of affirmative prayer for our world. Thank you for all your participation, and please continue to pray for our world. This month, we were also part of a revival for Heart and Soul concert with vocalist Ricky Byers. This concert was so amazing, you guys. I was there. This was a first collaborative event that was done with the Las Vegas New Thought Collective. First, there was this cute little festival that they had. It was so much fun. There was lots of things to see and do. And then it was followed up by the most amazing, and I say amazing with like the biggest enthusiasm I can think of, concert. It was out of this world. And the turnout was just absolutely wonderful. There was so many people in this, what it looks like a huge place, seemed very small. Thirdly, we have our workshop this month. There is still time to sign up and join us. It is this Saturday, April 30th at 10 a.m. It is a relationship workshop that works. It's pain, gain, or something else. This is the perfect, valuable workshop for you if you are in any relationship that involves arguing, disagreeing, struggling with emotions or communication, feeling unappreciated, disrespected, or ignored. This is the workshop for you. For the rest of our center happenings, please visit our website at www.cslsn.org. Open or review your e-blasts or newsletters. Not getting our e-blasts? Go ahead and go to that same website and sign up. If you have any questions or need any assistance, you can call the center during the week at 702-485-5050. Let's keep connecting. We are also still live streaming through Facebook and YouTube. See the center's, again, website, www.cslsn.org, for your e-blasts and details with live streaming information. And with that, I give you back to our wonderful director, Mr. Donnie Lee.
And we're back. Okay, I want to do a little song for you. This song is called Abracadabra. Many of you know know the phrase from Magic, right? It's like spooky. Ooh, abracadabra, magic. There's an actual meaning to it, and it means as I speak, I create. So this song is called Abracadabra. I'm going to tell you the words because we don't have them on the screen. I want you to listen and join and feel the song. But it simply says, abracadabra, as I speak, I create. Frequencies arise when I meditate. I will not be fooled by the things I see. I will only move on what I believe. For I am in spirit, and it in me. Won't you agree? Right? As we go on in the song at the end, it simply says, I will close my eyes and breathe. I'll release all tension in me. I will smile with my heart before I speak what I see. Abracadabra. Abracadabra, as I speak, I create. Frequencies arise when I meditate. Abracadabra, as I speak, I create. Frequencies arise when I meditate. I will not be moved by the things that I see. I will only move on what I believe. For I am in spirit, and it in me. Won't you agree? Abracadabra, as I speak, I create. Frequencies arise when I meditate. Say, abracadabra, as I speak, I create. Frequencies arise when I meditate. I will not be fooled by the things that I see. I will only move on what I believe. For I am in spirit, and it in me. Won't you agree? I will close my eyes and breathe. I'll release all tension in me. I will smile with my heart before I speak what I see. Oh, what I see. Abracadabra, as I speak, I create. Frequencies arise when I meditate. Abracadabra, as I speak, I create. Frequencies arise when I meditate. I will not be fooled by the things that I see. I will only move on what I believe. For I am in spirit.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Donnie Lee. Let's give him some more love. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here in person. This is fun. Welcome, Love Streamers, and for anyone who's here for the very first time, welcome to our TLC Inspirational Gathering. We get to hold it once a month. We get to come together. Y'all don't know, but we come together a couple days before, have a really great time at rehearsal, and then our intention is to love on you, all of you, and ourselves too. So this month, I want to draw your attention to our yearly theme. Let me get my little clicker going on here. So 2022, the Centers for Spiritual Living Southern Nevada's yearly theme is Living Like Spirit is My Source. We picked this because so many times we go to spiritual centers or churches, places, and we have it in our mental brain, but we're not necessarily living it. So we're very, very clear that we want to have topics and things for you to do to live like spirit is your source, so that you have a soul awareness of what that actually means. So in the month of April, we're doing creativity tonight, and from this time until you see us again on the live stream or back here in the center here, we're going to look at our creativity, and we want to boldly go way beyond what we've ever done before. Can you agree to that, those of you who are here? Yes. And those of you on live stream, I'm assuming you're nodding your head. All right, so let's get started. Let's be clear that there really is only one source, one power, and this source, this power, really is creative. All of you who are here and those of you at home, just look around. Look around and think about, did you create that? I'm talking about you and your body. Or did someone else create it? How does that happen? That clearly happens through the source. And as we begin to use our creativity, we need to do it unapologetically. We need to be bold when we are creating, whatever it is we're creating. Say yes? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Now, so tonight we're going to deal with three things. We're going to imagine it, we're going to accept it, and then we're going to talk about solutions so that we can give it to the world. Okay? So far? Y'all quiet on me. Those of you who have been here before, you know I don't like quiet. Okay, so just, say it. So let me just first give you a little story. Anecdote, so to speak. So one day, not too long ago, in a company back in Missouri, a large company, lots of employees, they all go on a lunch break and they come back to find a sign on the front door. The sign says, yesterday, the person who has been hindering your growth in this company passed away. We invite you to join us in the funeral in the room that has been prepared in the gym. Now, at first, you know how people are. You get kind of sad, like, oh, that's too bad, but I wonder who it is. So they're all kind of wondering about it. Nobody knows. The so-called excitement kind of grows because as they're starting to move towards the gym, right? It's like, gosh, but you know what? Whoever it is, thank goodness they're gone, because now our company can flourish, right? That's what they're thinking anyway. So one by one, though, as they approach the coffin, you see them look inside the coffin and they stop and freeze. Because what happens is there's a mirror inside the coffin and there's a sign that says there is only one person who is capable to set limits to your growth. It is you. And it stuns people when they think about it, because we've been taught to blame others as to why we can't get ahead. Or even company CEOs blame the employees as to why they can't get ahead. But tonight we're dealing with creativity, because creativity uses a certain faculty within us to move us out of what we're thinking and go boldly beyond. When you go beyond your limiting beliefs, then you realize you're the only one holding you back. Yes? Yes. Okay, good. Let's start out with Eckhart Tolle tonight. Oops, here we go. There we go. He says, you are not separate from nature. We're all part of the one life that manifests itself in countless forms throughout the universe. Forms that are completely interconnected. So even in your creativity, you are still connecting with and interconnecting with this vast source that we call spirit, that we call God, interconnecting with each other. The one life is constantly creating out of itself. Now, hear this. I can say all these words all night long. But when you look around, those of you who are here, look around the room, and those of you who are at home and you've got someone to look at them. And does it feel like you're separate from them for just a moment? Until you remember that you're actually connected. So it looks like, because we are, let me rephrase, I was going to say something, but let me say it correctly. Because our bodies are housed within us, it looks like, using our eyesight, the human eyesight, instead of the inner eyesight, that we look like we're separate from everything else. But it's not possible. And the reason this is important is because when you get how interconnected you are, when you understand that you are made from the creative source, then everything that we have a tendency, and those of us who have been in other religions, you know, we have a tendency to think of God out here and think of God as the super being and think of God as all powerful, all wise, all knowing, but we have a tendency to pray out here, to think out here. Then what happens is we separate ourselves, and that is just not true. And so now you're not one with the very verities that you attribute to God. Why would you think there's this all-knowing power source and all of that, but that you come from it, but you don't have everything that it has? Why would we go there? Simply because we've been taught. That's all. That's all. So, on this, I want to quote Richard Bach here. And he says, no matter how qualified or deserving we are, which we are very, we will never reach a better life until we imagine it for ourselves and allow ourselves to have it. So let's deal with this important faculty that is within each and every one of us, and that is our imagination. So let me say this about imagination first. Many of us tend to imagine, part of it is coming from our own history and our own past. But the quality and this faculty that the Spirit has put within you is not for you to be imagining all the horrible things that have happened to you in the past and all the things you wish would have happened to you in the past. No. The faculty is within you to go beyond everything that you have accomplished thus far. So it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how able or disabled you think you are. Your imagination is to be used, you're to harness this creative power so that you can go beyond what you've ever done before. The world needs you and is waiting for you to go beyond what you've ever thought before. I was talking to, I just came back from Atlanta last week, and I was talking to one of my mentees, and we were talking about this idea of oneness, right? And she said, we were sitting across from each other, and she said, you know, I was just thinking that the door that I see and the chair I'm sitting on, and she was naming these things, and she said, you know, it all started with a thought. It doesn't matter what we're looking at, what we're using in this life, at this time in this realm, somebody somewhere allowed the creative flow to move through, and they had a thought. Using their imagination, they fill in the thought and decided then to act on it. Creating the chairs, the food you eat, even as far as, you know, making the crops and the watering it and all of that so it can be an abundant flow. The cars you drive in, on and on it goes. And I loved it because as she was looking, her eyes were twinkling. You know, she was like, God, everything starts with a thought. But let me talk about the limitation about this idea of imagining. There's a limitation there. And the limitation is from us when we decide, and I've heard, how many of you heard, oh, I can't do that. Oh, I wouldn't be, yeah, right. I wouldn't be able to do that. Oh, I can't do that. Somebody else. As soon as you have that thought, so be it unto you. You have now stumped God's creative flow through and as you. And so you get to not experience the amazing things that happen. I was on the plane coming back, and I was watching the movie. How many of you have seen the movie King Richard? Yeah, some of you have. Okay, so if you haven't, you might want to check it out. But I was really loving the fact that this is based on the story of the tennis players, Serena and Venus Williams, right? But what I loved is how the father was so clear, accepting and imagining that his daughters would someday become tennis pros. Now this is, you know, a while ago, and no one had ever heard of two sisters, African-American sisters, becoming pros in tennis. And he had a million no's told to him before there was someone who finally gave it a chance. But then all of the no's, and he got beat up, all kinds of things happened to him, right? But he kept going. Him and his wife kept going. They never stopped. They used their imagination. They accepted. They were very, very clear this was going to happen in their family. So what happens, and some of you know because you've been in classes before, what happens when you constantly hold, your imagination holds to a thing and you don't let go? What happens? It happens, yeah. The universe says yes every single time. So say with me, I imagine it, I believe it, and now I allow it to be. Okay, you're going to do that again because y'all kind of low on me. So I want you to feel this, okay? Feel, I imagine it, I believe it, and I allow it to be. Super. So I expect you from this time till we meet again, use your imagination more than ever before. Create, create, create. You want a better life? It's on you. Imagine it and then accept it. So let's move to the next thing here. Ernest Holmes says, we must consciously know that we can use creative power. That's what we do in these teachings, right? We understand this. The more complete, though, such acceptance on our part, the more completely we shall be able to use this power for definite purpose. Now, he's talking about you as you. But how many of you did, or I should ask the question, do you know that there are times when you believe in a thing, but not for you personally? We have all done this. We see somebody else doing something, and we believe it for them. Or someone comes and says, would you pray for me about such and such, because I want such and such? And you go, yeah. Oh, I can hold that for you. We're good in science about, oh, I can hold that for you. But we don't believe it for ourselves. I want you to become aware of this because it's, again, the limitations on accepting. We want to open ourselves wide open. Say yes? Yes. So I was as a young person and a teenager, I loved to sing. But at the time, when I was growing up, my mother discouraged me singing. And so just like some of us, and raise your hand if you ever do this. Anybody ever sing in the shower? Almost everybody, right? And so I would sing in the shower, I would imitate the female singers, and I would do all of this, but I kept it hidden down here. Until one of my girlfriends, we went to a Jack Canfield training seminar to become a facilitator, and we were just that evening having fun, and she said, Marquita, come here, sing this lead part. And I'm thinking, oh, but I did. And it came to me that I could sing. I wasn't a bad singer. I got the confidence, and then what came later was, let's be clear about this, what came later was, I am supposed to sing. God's creative flow and creativity doesn't move through me in the way it does some. Like, I'm not a wall decorator. I can't decorate, and even my husband can tell you, yeah, decorating our home, that takes a few people, not me. Okay? Not me. That's not where my creativity is. My creativity came through my singing voice, right? So the confidence comes, and then I recognize I'm actually here to give voice to song. This is how God expresses through me. I ask you tonight, how does God want to express its creativity through you? And where are you deciding you're not good enough? Where are you deciding you're limited and you just can't, or you're not smart enough, and you're not pretty enough, and you're not whatever enough? For all of that is a lie, and I want you to understand, you said it, God never said it. God only knows wholeness and complete creativity in a flow. You with me so far? Yeah, okay, good. So I want you to learn to accept all of your good and all your creativity. Say with me, I accept. More and more creative. Flow through me. Flow through me. Yes. All right. So let's move on here. Let's move to Raymond Charles Barker for a moment. Actually, I want to move backwards. There we go. I want to move here with Eric Butterworth. Eric Butterworth says, in the divinity of man, there is a changeless relationship with the principle in which every problem has an answer. That principle within has nothing whatever to do but to work for your highest good. So, a couple times this week, I've had a few people who have talked to me because something has happened in their life that they don't like. Now, what do I do? How did I, and be careful of this rub in these teachings of I'm attracting crap to me. Be careful of that. I'm not saying you're not, but I am saying be careful of that, because if you continue to dwell on I'm attracted, how did I attract this crap to me? So be it unto you. You get to attract more what? Crap. Yeah, crap. Right. Okay? And what we do is when things happen to us that we don't like, instead of going to, oh my God, I don't attract this to me, oh my God, I don't want this, la 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 la, I want you to move instead into what's actually happening. I want you to remember that spirit is all encompassing and all giving. And so as something happens to you, or appears to happen to you, I want you to shift your mind into the fact that something amazing is about to happen. Only good happens to me. I am in the creative flow of more and more good. Now see, that's a completely different mind shift versus, oh my God, why did this happen to me, and how should I fix it, and what should I do, and why is somebody against me, and why does this happen? Two different ways and paths for you to go. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. I'm saying it does take practice. But the more you do this, the faster your mind will kick in as soon as something wild happens. You go, what? What is going on? You see, the solution is in your creative mindset of something good must be happening. I'll say it again, the solution is in your creative mindset of something good must be happening. Something good is going to come from this thing that has happened. This is a spiritual principle because only good actually is happening, but your perspective about what is going on is what shifts things, yay or nay, to or from you. Okay, your perspective about everything that is unfolding in your life works for your highest and best good unless you choose that it's not. By the habits that we have developed on, oh, woe is me. You hear what I'm saying so far? Because y'all quiet, that's okay. That's all right. So with that, I also want to talk about this idea of, okay, so everything's actually working for your highest good. It doesn't look that way. We all need to open our minds, right? So I do want to tell you a story about somebody who I think most of us would think that she had a problem. So the lady's name is Mary Templeton Grandin. Mary is an American scientist and an animal behaviorist. She's a prominent proponent for the humane treatment of livestock and the author of more than 60, count them, 60 scientific papers on animal behavior. She's a consultant to the livestock industry, where she offers advice on animal behavior, and she is also an autism spokesperson. This is someone who came onto the planet, and by the time she was 2, they dubbed that she was brain damaged. And she went about life clearly, and I love this, because lots of times our young people don't know that they can't do something. And when they are with support, and I'm saying young people, but it's really true about all of us, when we have the support and someone's reminding us that we can do anything, when we feel that and believe that, when we allow this creative flow to remind us that we are infinite in our nature as to what we can do when God is our source, you see, always. So instead, she grows up and she becomes a faculty member of the Animal Sciences at the College of Agricultural Sciences at Colorado State University. And in 2010, Time 100 named her as one of the most influential people as a hero in the heroes category. Now, Grandin was not formally diagnosed with autism until her adulthood. At 2 years old, the formal diagnosis again was brain damage, a finding that wasn't dismissed until she turned 63. Isn't it a good thing she didn't allow labels to stop her from creating? Isn't it a good thing that she allowed the very thing that seemed to be a problem to say, no, it's not a problem. I understand animals. I have something to give to the world. Where are you seeing your problem? Because as long as you continue to see your problem, it gets to grow. It gets to grow. So how many of you would say that you are solution-oriented? Raise your hand. Yeah. And I would say to you that probably when it's revealed on most people, they believe they're solution-oriented, but what happens is something massive comes and our brain, the ego, the brain goes, oh no, what do I need to do? I gotta fix this. Oh my gosh, and keeps going round and round and round and round, trying to look for a solution. Instead of understanding, instead of doing this, opening up your mind and your heart, wow, what is going on here? I don't understand what's going on, but I know it is for my highest good. I'm asking you to make a shift tonight. I'm asking you to decide that you are going to practice this particular principle of I am only shifting, as abracadabra says. No, I'm not going to look at the appearances and believe that. No. I'm going to shift and ask the question, what else could possibly be happening? How is this for my highest good? Because I know it is. And you stand there and you stay on it. And I guarantee you, what's the universe going to do? It's going to manifest. It's going to respond to your holding that only good things happen to me. Everything that happens is for my highest good. Yes?
Yes.
All right, so would you please stand? And if you're home live streamers, I'm asking you to stand too, because we got something to do. We have to sometimes move things into our bodies. So Ray, oops, I didn't move it. Let me move the thing. So Raymond Charles Barker, who was a minister within Science of Mind, a great minister within Science of Mind, he says the full symphony of your real self can only be heard when all the windows of our mind are open to the fullness of life. The fullness, not the yucky stuff, okay? So let's cement this. I want you to say with me, we're going to say it a few times and then we're going to do something different with it. This is to cement what we are talking about here. Say with me, I am a creative being.
I am a creative being.
I dare to be me.
I dare to be me.
Now watch this next part, y'all, okay? Because I am hot stuff. Come on, because I am hot stuff. Very good, very good. Let's do it one more time. I am a creative being.
I am a creative being.
I dare to be me.
I dare to be me.
Because I am hot stuff.
Because I am hot stuff.
Yeah. So I'm going to turn this over to our music director because we also put music to it to, again, allow it to move through our bodies.
Okay, sing back to me. I'm simply going to use 2 lines of this affirmation, all right? So listen, sing back to me. I dare to be me. Say.
I dare to be me.
I dare to be me. Sing.
I dare to be me.
I dare to be me. Say.
I dare to be me.
I am hot stuff.
I am hot stuff.
Yeah, you gotta sing it like you mean it. Stuff. All right, so listen. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I am hot stuff. Say, I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I dare to be me.
I am hot stuff.
All right, let's try with the beat. Come on, clap your hands, move, whatever you gotta do. Here we go. I dare to be me. I dare to be me.
happened this evening, that which we have gotten consciously and that which we get unconsciously, that is moved into our subconscious, to know that we are the divine in action, in uniqueness, because there is the one power, the one source that has created us out of itself. And so it's never separate from us. It would never leave us. It is not possible. We are the children of the divine. Therefore, everything that God is, the source is, whatever name we have for the Creator, so it is that we are. We house it within ourselves. And so as the Creator has created each of us out of itself, it is also put within us the spirit of imagination, the spirit of creativity. I declare and affirm right here and right now, as of this evening, we are doing something more to allow the creative force to move through us. We listen, Almighty God. We listen and we act. We know who the source is and what is creating through us. We open our minds and our hearts through prayer, through meditation, through study, through holy fellowship. We open up to allow this creative source to continually create through our lives. We welcome abundant finances. We welcome wholeness and health through our body temples and the subtle bodies. We welcome holy relationships, beautiful, loving, creative relationships. We welcome why we are here on the planet, doing our purpose, being love itself. And so with this, accepting all of this as our true nature and our true way of walking on this planet, we say yes to it. Giving thanks, so grateful, so grateful, so grateful for the word that has been spoken, for the intention of this prayer as we allow it to move into that dynamic law and allowing it to transform us and move into our lives. All praises, honor, and glory be unto the divine. And together we seal it by saying, and so it is. Amen, amen, ashe, aho. Breathe that in, and you may have a seat. Help me welcome Reverend Benicia Wills Luthor.
Wasn't that wonderful? Yes. Don't you feel more creative? Yes. All right. So that means we're going to see some creativity from you, right? All right. So I'm going to invite you now to move into our spiritual practice of meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes. And our focus for this meditation is inner peace, inner harmony. And I'm going to invite you to do this breath in a different way to create the physical feeling of calmness, of inner peace, of harmony. And so I'm going to ask that you listen first, and then I'll invite you to breathe with me. And so we will inhale to a count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let us begin, and just take your time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's do our final one. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just return to your breathing, noticing that there is this inner peace, this inner calmness as a result of that breath that you just engaged in. You know that you can do this at any time to return to that feeling. And so we're going to move into a guided meditation that will allow you to get in touch with it in a different way. That will be followed by some music and then some silence. So just simply follow my voice. Focus on your breathing. Focus on the rise and fall of your abdomen. And allow yourself to really focus within. This is really where everything begins, is within each of us. And know that this harmony, this inner peace, is already a part of who you are, because you are an expression of the infinite, which is the ultimate inner peace, harmony. And so it resides within your very makeup. And by focusing in on your abdomen, give yourself a central place to feel this. Just be there. Just be with your abdomen. Be inside. Be within it. And now imagine what that inner peace and harmony is within you. It could be a symbol. It could be a color that brings you peace. It could be music. It could be a phrase. Just allow yourself to be with this inner peace and to see what comes up as your imagination. There is a reminder that this inner harmony is always within you. And once that rises up within you, just be with it for a few moments. Allow yourself to fully embrace it as a reminder that this inner harmony is already within you. Now take a breath and come back here into this space, into this awareness again of where you are. You can tap your toes, your fingers, you can stretch. And I invite you to keep your eyes closed. As I move into affirmative prayer, I will say these words to you, embrace them, and then I'll invite you to repeat them after me. I am a unique expression of Spirit's creative energy. I am consciously co-creating with Spirit's creative energy. Therefore, I am fully living life in my own creative way. And so I invite you to either listen to my voice or you can use the words up on the screen. Let us begin. I am a unique expression of Spirit's creative energy. Let's do that again together. I am a unique expression of Spirit's creative energy. I am consciously co-creating with Spirit's creative energy. All right. Therefore, I am fully living life in my own creative way. Ooh, that energy rose up on my own creative way. I love it. Very good. Very nice. Now we're going to move into something original. And our music director is going to guide us through the next thing we're going to do musically, so it moves through our body with this affirmation. Donnie Lee?
Thank you, Reverend Venicia. So, just sing after me. We'll do it in pieces and then put it all together. So, I am a unique expression of Spirit's creative energy. I am a unique expression of Spirit's creative energy. I am consciously co-creating with Spirit's creative energy. I am consciously co-creating with Spirit's creative energy. Therefore, I am fully living. Therefore, I am fully living life in my own creative way. Life in my own creative way. Okay, whole thing. I am a unique expression of Spirit's creative energy. I am consciously co-creating with Spirit's creative energy. Therefore, I am fully living life in my own creative way. Last part. Therefore, I am fully living life in my own creative way.
So is that resonating within you? I know it is within me. Very nice. Thank you very much, Donnie Lee. All righty. So we get to do something next that is actually creative. Abundance is also a creative expression. So let me share with you the different ways that we can give in order to support our center here, Center for Spiritual Living Southern Nevada, so that we can reach out and assist others in their life so they know something greater for themselves. And I know I'm always wanting to know something greater for myself. All righty then. So one of the ways is simply to take an envelope from the basket in the back, and you can put cash or you can do a credit card using that. And then we have our website where you can donate, www.cslsn.org, and just click the donate button. And then we have text tithing, 702-666-0541, 702-666-0541. And then we have Cash App, $CSLSN in all capital letters. And then we have Zelle, Center for Spiritual Living, S-O, Inc., I-N-C, or info@cslsn.org. And then we have the infamous snail mail, P.O. Box 5435, Henderson, Nevada, 89016. So there are many ways to do this. And as you are preparing your giving, we will listen to a wonderful musical interlude by Donnie I invite you to just simply close your eyes as I do this blessing. So first and foremost, I bless and I'm grateful for each of you, whether you are here in person or you are here through live streaming. Let us also give thanks for our ability to give, regardless of in what form it comes. Let's be grateful for that. And know that we as a community give thanks for you and your expression of love through your sacred giving. We bless you and your offering. We bless the journey of your life, knowing it is filled with creative expressions of abundance from our infinite source. Thank you so much. And now we have practitioner one.
Good evening. We have a few acknowledgments, beginning with our music director, Don Lee, and just thanking him for all of his creativity and all that he's done this evening. We also thank our volunteers who put together all of the details of this evening for you, and for the senior leadership of the Center for Spiritual Living Southern Nevada and all that they do. And finally, we thank the center here for sharing their space with us and providing us with a home. And now I'd like to invite you to join with me in doing our affirmative prayer. So we'll take a deep breath, and in the process just connect with each other and recognize how wonderful it is to know that God is in this place through wisdom, divine intelligence, and that creativity that we've been singing about and hearing about this evening. How good it is to know that God is everywhere present, that I am truly an offspring of the Creator. And as I know that for myself, I know that for each person in this space. And from this creativity, we just move into being and manifesting hot stuff in our lives and in the lives of those that we come in contact with. And it's with a deep sense of gratitude and acknowledgement that I release my word into the law. And together we seal it by saying, and so it is.
I am a unique expression of Spirit's creative energy. I am consciously co-creating with Spirit's creative energy. Therefore, I am fully living life in my own creative way. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I am hot stuff. Everybody say I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I am hot stuff. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. For I am hot stuff. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I dare to be me. I am hot stuff. Everybody say blessed, 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 blessed. Lift your voice like you mean it. Say blessed, 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 blessed. Say blessed, 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 blessed. Say blessed, blessed, blessed. Oh, we're blessed. We're blessed in the city.
Well, for me, Foundations has solidified a lot of the beliefs that I believed that I had in the beginning. It has confirmed for me, or been a confirmation of the Spirit for me.
We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast out hopeless sickness and poverty, for the truth has been revealed. Oh, we are blessed. Say blessed, 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 blessed. Say blessed, blessed, blessed. If you feel it, say blessed, blessed, blessed. Say blessed, blessed, blessed. Say blessed, blessed, blessed. Whoa. Listen, say I'm blessed, and I know it, I'm not afraid to show it. Say oh, 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 oh. Sing it again. I'm blessed, and I know it, I'm not afraid to show it. Say oh, 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 oh. We're blessed, sing, we're blessed in the city. We're blessed.
The Foundations class gave me a basis of understanding my own inner strength and spirituality to get through some very rough times in my life right now.
It has helped me to heal. It has helped me to have gratitude for the things I already have. It has helped me with forgiveness, and it's helped me to be open to giving and receiving love.
It's working out, it's working out, it's working